What up, y'all? It's your boy Dre Hall.
And this your girl Cash.
Back with another video.
Yes, we are.
Y'all see by the title what we got. We got 6 most disturbing forest findings caught on camera. Y'all know these forest videos go real crazy. This forest type stuff is just crazy. It's like you rarely see anybody go in the forest and have a good time without something happening.
I really enjoyed it, so exactly,
So if y'all new, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button, cut the bell to also know dropping these videos. Other than that, I'm ready to get into this. Let's go.
Let's go.
This first finding was made by hiker James Rankin in early October of 2016. James had been hiking in Berkeley-Jackson County Park when he came across an old campsite. But disturbingly, all around the campsite were multiple different missing person posters taped onto trees. The posters themselves were completely real, featuring real missing people across different U.S. states. Upon his discovery, James would quickly start recording.
Okay, we're deep in the woods. Sort of, we're like on the border, because like there's a side of the woods where there's people's houses. But I came to a trail that led to a trail that led to a trail up the hill. But I saw what looked like a fire pit. Now remember, we're still in the woods. We're still in the woods, right? I don't know what this is. Do you see the trees? Little white. Okay. I was like, okay, these are probably no trespassing signs, or maybe it's something for the wildlife or something. Look what these are. What the is going on in here? This is Utah, Florida. They're all different. They're all different. Every single one. This one's from Georgia. And look at it. Like, look where the we are. Who does something like this? We got this one. There's others where you can tell. These aren't new. Like, not just that this is 2012, Noblesville, Indiana, right? Look at the water damage. Bits have been hanging up for a while. Look at that. Look at that. And over here in the middle of the fire pit, that's a shovel.
James would ultimately report the finding to the police. Though, upon further investigation, police would write it off as someone's Halloween decorations. James, however, was not satisfied with this investigation. His discovery took place on October 3rd, and according to James, the posters themselves did not look like they were set up recently. Later that same year, James would return to the campsite, but this time be stopped by multiple no trespassing signs.
Okay, first of all, I am not violating any of these no trespassing signs. I'm simply not. I came here only to show you and get it on tape and leave. From here, we can see down there, that's the clearing. So anyway, what they've done, they printed out their own no trespassing signs, homemade. I'm assuming these are all legally binding. I have no way of knowing, so I'm not taking any chances. You can see, they attached them to the trees with ordinary masking tape. These aren't even laminated. Posters, private property, no trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted. We've got one there, one there, one there.
Because the police had already closed their investigation, this would pretty much mark the end of the whole situation.
I think the cops should look further into this.
Back in 2020,
They brush it off like it's a Halloween.
Wow, that's kind of creepy and weird to be a Halloween type
Decorations
decorations.
in the
Missing
forest.
people.
Right.
Real missing people.
And then somebody had a shovel over there. And like a campsite set up.
Steven type campsite.
What if that's like a crazy deranged maniac or a serial killer just
Some kind of
putting,
ritual stuff happening.
right, you know, like their bodies like kind of buried in the forest. You just never know, and they just brush it off as, oh, this is a Halloween decoration in the forest.
That's
Like,
weird.
who's gonna go to
You gotta
look at
go
Halloween
to-
decorations? Like, and what
Yeah.
you gotta be
That makes
crazy and
sense.
sick to even put that as a Halloween decoration. Anyways, that real people missing. I'm not gonna do that. That's
Weird.
13, a man named Phil Poling would upload this video to his YouTube channel. The video features Phil out late at night in his neighborhood, located in Mission, Oregon. Phil claimed to have heard strange noises echoing around outside his neighborhood only a few minutes prior, which is why he was outside in the first place. Once he reached the nearby forest that was only around 200 feet from his house, he would again hear the noises. And this is where he started recording.
January 21st, about 11 p.m. I'm a couple hundred feet from my house, and you hear it going off in the background right now. Kind of sounds weird. Kind of sounds doggish, hyena-ish. I mean, that almost sounds like laughter. It's actually gotten closer since it started. It's probably only 200 feet, 300 feet from me right now.
The recording of noises continued for a while longer, until the sounds of gunshots can be heard echoing from the forest.
oh man, he brave.
That was a gunshot.
Multiple people in the community itself had claimed to have been hearing similar noises for the last 2 months or so leading up to the recording. But just what exactly was making the noises is still unclear. This video features the GoPro footage of 2 dirt bikers riding on a remote path in the forest. Throughout the video, the bikers can be seen going at extreme speeds, but doing this would quickly prove to become almost deadly. As the bikers continued on the path, they were unexpectedly met with a steel cable strung across 2 trees at perfect neck level for oncoming bikers. At a fast enough speed, this trap could no doubt take the lives of anyone riding through that didn't see it. Fortunately, however, the biker in the front did see it and was able to react quick enough to avoid it.
Boy, people out here go crazy. That's crazy. You wanted to take somebody's head off. I said next to the head off.
That's somebody up there watching people, like, probably right up like the dirt road.
Yeah,
I'm like, let's see if we can get somebody.
I'm glad he saw it. It's meant for him to be in front.
That would have been crazy. That was all caught on camera.
The bikers would actually debate whether or not to stay away from the person who set up the trap.
What if he was riding at nighttime?
Right. What if they was riding nighttime
That would have been over.
and they found a video? Oh God,
That
that would
would've
have
been
been
over. That would've been
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah. To go back a little bit.
The bikers would actually debate whether or not to stay and wait for the person who set up the trap to come back. But they would end up deciding against this. It's still unknown who's responsible.
It was wait and see somebody else.
Mark Andre was a man who devoted his career to exploring the vast woods of Northern California. He worked as his town's environmental service director, so it was quite literally his job to spend time in the woods. In February of 2018, he had been tasked with marking trees, and while he was doing so deep in the woods, he would come across some makeshift cabin, which, considering the extreme remoteness of the area he was in, made the discovery highly abnormal. Mark would, of course, get a closer look at the structure. The thing was only around 8 by 12 feet wide and 15 feet tall. There was a lock on the shack's only entrance, and from the outside there was no real evidence anyone was there. Still, disturbed by the finding, Mark would head back to get professional assistance. The next few days would consist of multiple attempts to contact the owner of the shack, but and all of them ultimately failing. So, finally, upon revisiting the structure, the men would break open the lock to the front door. They would find a space that was clearly being lived in, or at the very least had been lived in recently. The shack had its own furniture, a pot-bellied stove, a small library, and even a typewriter. Jars and cans of food filled the shelves. However, in spite of all this, the search resulted in no further identification of the actual owner. Because the shack was illegally constructed, the men ultimately had no other choice but to leave an eviction notice on the front door before leaving. A few days later, the authorities returned to see out the contract, but there was nothing there. The makeshift cabin was completely gone. Whoever the owner was had deconstructed it, with literally the only thing left behind being an international squatter symbol made from charcoal. Many theorized the owner was wanted by authorities, and was therefore living completely alone in the forest, evading any contact with other people. But whether or not this is even close to true is still up for debate. To this day, the real owner of the shack is still unidentified. This video was captured on an early morning in
anxiety and just going into the woods just to try to get away from everybody and everything. And you go in the woods in the middle of nowhere, nobody can really find you, but someone had to find you and give you an eviction notice. It's like, goddamn, like, get away from me.
Find me.
That's tough.
This video was captured on an early morning in the middle of December. It takes place in Canada and features some disturbing noise echoing throughout the forest. It's not clear what the noise is. Many frequent hunters would report to have never heard anything even remotely similar.
Oh yeah, it is. Scary.
One comment suggested the noise could have been a wolf that was either trapped or left behind by its pack. It's also possible it was another animal, such as an elk or possibly a bull moose, although none of these theories have been confirmed. YouTube user Rainy Schuler would upload this video to YouTube in 2013. The video's footage is from multiple security cameras Rainy would set up around his house, which was in an isolated area of the Rocky Mountains. The whole idea behind the cameras was to capture the footage of the different wildlife around his property to then upload to YouTube. But on September 13th, the cameras around his house would catch something completely out of the ordinary. You can see as a woman walks out from the complete darkness of the woods. Some believe the woman was lost, or that her car had broken down nearby, but that doesn't explain her general careless mannerism as she aimlessly walks around the property. And a while later, the woman can be seen walking right back into the forest. After that night, the house owner would never see this woman again.
It couldn't be like because her car broke down, because why didn't she just walk to the house? She came across the house. Like, you could have just went
Walk
like,
off in the woods.
right.
So she could have did what?
No.
Like, knock on the door. Try to
Yeah,
knock on the door,
he would say, like, what if she, car broke down or something like that, and she just was walking through the woods and didn't come across the house, but she didn't, it didn't seem like she wanted to, like, you know?
Like, I can't even really explain it. Like, lost, like,
But if she
not
was
lost, but
she came across a house that could have
Yeah.
potentially person could have probably
maybe
helped her.
her mind.
Probably, yeah.
You never know.
She might have been
never
going
know.
to do something. Her mind
That's
not there.
crazy.
Yeah.
Take them forest things always turn out not good.
Mm-hmm. That's just going screaming like.
Yeah, them
What
screams,
about possibly be an animal?
And that skinwalker thing,
And it, yeah,
Skinwalker
like how many of you
thing,
guys believe in the skinwalker?
yeah. Let us know down below.
Mm-hmm.
But that was 6 most disturbing forest findings caught on camera by Chilling Scares. Make sure y'all check out the channel too. A lot of great content. Other than that, throw a thumbs up on the video, leave us comments down below, and we catch you on the next video.
Catch y'all next one.